there's plenty of brands. There's off brands like RCA and everything coming out with tablets and everything. So I really blame the marketing on that one.
I have heard a very interesting rumor. There is a rumor going around right now that Nintendo is partnering with Android to make a console.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That is interesting.
To me, it shows with that recent patent that they released about emulating games onto phones that they're really like serious about moving to mobile platforms.
Now, I think the only other company that's done that is Microsoft with the Smart Glass and on Windows phones.
Yeah, and very soon Windows 10. July 29th, I think.
I believe so.
Yeah, the fact that you'll be able to run anything. Honestly, the coolest thing about Windows 10 that I've heard so far is that you can pair any phone with it. So, like, I can pair my Android, someone could pair their iPhone and get Cortana on there.
Really?
Yeah. And it'll automatically sync with your computer and whatever else you have synced with Windows 10.
So, basically, because I don't have Siri on my iPhone,
Mm-hmm.
I could get Windows version of Siri on my iPhone.
I mean, let's be honest, Cortana's obviously the better AI.
Well, yeah, there's a reason why I didn't get Siri.
Right. She helped the Master Chief.
She did. Come on now.
Yeah, and she's based off of Halsey, who's badass.
Throwback to Halo days.
Dun, 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 dun. Speaking of which, Halo Reach just got added to the Master Chief collection. I'm pumped about
Really?
that. I think ODST as well.
Oh man. I was so torn between
Or maybe
getting
it was ODST.
the Master Chief collection and the new Assassin's Creed when it came out, because I think they came out at the same time.
I want to say that they did.
I was so torn, and I'm like, well, I already have the anniversary edition of
Halo 1.
Halo 1, yeah.
Combat Evolved.
Combat Evolved, there we go. Couldn't think of the name. And I'm still, every now and then I'll pop on that and play.
Yeah.
So,
Halo 2 Anniversary was on the Master Chief collection. So,
it was.
yeah.
See, I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this, but Halo 3 was probably my least favorite Halo.
Okay. Without, tearing you apart, I'm going to calmly ask you reasoning.
I didn't feel that the story continued well, because I'm not a big multiplayer person when it comes to Halo.
Mm-hmm.
I am a big storyline-based person, just like with all my games. I love the story.
Right.
And with Halo Combat Evolved, the story was phenomenal. The way they introduced the Flood was fantastic.
True.
The way they continued in Halo 2 was just great, and I feel that they kind of dragged out in Halo 3 a little bit. I mean, it wasn't awful,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't my favorite. It was my least favorite Halo, but since I love all the Halos, it's kind of hard to pick a favorite, then pick down the line, and just something falls in last.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they definitely had to step it up, though, because it went from, like, Halo 1, or Halo Combat Evolved, you need to stop the Covenant from blowing up the universe with Halo.
Yeah, and then they just threw that twist. They threw the twist in there in Halo 1.
Yeah. And then they freaking... Halo 2, it happens again, but this time you're working with Covenant, who don't want to, like, be under this radical regime they basically view them as.
Mm-hmm.
And then in 3, it's just like, okay, they're gonna fire off every single active Halo in the game. Like, in every universe,
Yeah.
every Halo is gonna go off.
Yeah. And, I mean, it wasn't a bad storyline. It was just...
Ooh.
I feel they dragged a little bit. They could have done better. I guess I had way high expectations with 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Ooh, I forgot the torches.
Oh no. Too soon.
too soon.
Getting a little bit of lag. Hope there's nothing.
It was probably a skeleton.
Oh man, my frames have dropped. What is going on? Is there anything using up?
I will admit, I have not played ODST.
ODST is interesting.
I've heard both sides of the story on ODST, and I'm not a bandwagon kind of person, so I want to play it for myself to get a good feel of it. That's the only way I can tell if I like or dislike a game is, of course, by playing it myself.
Obviously.
But I just haven't gotten around to playing it.
There were a lot of cool weapons.
I've heard there was a lot of cool updates in it.
Yeah.
That weren't in the other ones. Cool weapons. The multiplayer maps, I heard were a bit over the top, I guess you could say.
Yeah. It was a fun
game.
game.
I enjoy an over the top map. I mean, that's what I liked about certain maps on Halo 1 and 2. And then when they incorporated some of the Reach maps on the Anniversary Edition of Halo 1, that was really interesting to have those big, overpowered maps.
Yeah.
Not to mention the graphical updates they did on the previous maps were phenomenal.
Yeah, I don't feel like they could ever remaster Halo 3 because
it was already
pretty good
looking. It was a very visually pleasing game.
I may need to mess with my settings a bit here. That's probably something that's not helping either. I don't have my Optifine installed as well.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, with the whole trying to update and it not working, we lost some of our other settings.
Yeah.
I obviously lost Optifine.
We both lost Optifine.
Yeah. Yours is just to make the game play better for you. Mine's to try and make it look better for people.
Everyone else.
Yeah. I mean, I obviously want to have a better looking screen too, but it's not the goal. Looks like we're getting pretty close to a mob spawner.
Yeah, just about there. I only need a couple more slabs.
Well, I've continuously been putting wood in there.
I see.
I've also been making dirt. I don't know
yeah,
how much
I've
we're gonna
been
need.
putting dirt into the chest every now and then when I pass by.
Yeah. I think I mentioned a while ago like a 5x5 would be a good start.
5x5 would be a great start.
So if we can get 25 pieces of dirt eventually. Unfortunately, we need to sift dirt as well, so...
Yes, we need the grass seed.
Hopefully we can get some iron to drop from the, whatchamacallit, from the mobs, or the loot bags.
Yes.
And make some shears and start putting leaves into barrels.
Yeah, it's, you need 8 leaves per 1 dirt, and you also need 8 saplings per 1 dirt, so it's very much efficient to use leaves.
Yeah, and as long as you get, like, as long as you have a little stockpile of saplings, you'll be fine.
Yeah, and I mean, we could shear 1 tree, if we're both doing oak, we could shear 1 tree, and then just harvest the other one normally.
Yeah.
If worst comes to worst. Alright, it is official. I think we can mark this off in our achievement book, we have a mob spawner.
Yep, and they have started spawning. You're standing right on top of it, making it
Oh,
difficult.
sorry.
Okay. Mob spawner. Make a dark room 25 away. Done.
There we go. Stone Age.
We've entered the Stone Age. We didn't finish the Wood Age, but we're barreling
We
right
will.
through.
We will get there eventually.
Yep.
Alright, so with that. Is that an Enderman? We already have an Enderman in there.
Hopefully he drops something.
Oh, if he drops a pearl, that'd be phenomenal.
Yep. We're relying heavily on the RNG tonight.
Yes. Do we have... Ooh, baked apples.
Yeah.
Get me a little bit of food.
So when this comes out, we're recording this on the 1st of June. And
Happy birthday, Notch.
Yeah, happy birthday, Notch. We'll very much be having a quick turnaround on this episode as it will be going out on Wednesday. Oh, fireworks. Definitely some lag from that. And it will also... This also marks a full month of videos going out.
Woot woot.
We put out 3
Content
videos every week. So congrats to us. And congrats to all 6 of you that watch.
Ah, my sword broke.
Rip.
Much rip. Mini punch.
Yeah. Definitely going to need to reinstall Optifine.
Well, by the time our next recordings are started, we should be running 2.4.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Which means we won't have to be switching around all the time.
our 2.4 at least already has Optifine in it.
Yeah.